Now, somebody was asking me about shadow shapes before and cast shadows. Here's an example. This milk bottle has a cast shadow on this side of it. And I just mixed some of the cobalt violet from the lilacs with yellow ochre to make that color. And it's not the color I see right there. But it's my painting. So I can do whatever I want. It's like that old story of the artist painting and somebody watching him, and finally the person watching said, "I know you're painting that model, but that doesn't look like the model's arm." And the artist said, "It's not. It's a painting of the model's arm." And that's the way I approach painting. If I think something's going to be more interesting than what I'm looking at, I feel free to go right in there and do whatever I want. And there's even a difference between the shadow on this side and the shadow on that side. One has a little bit more yellow ochre in it. And there's a few shadow shapes coming down that I want to indicate in a lighter value like that. And it's just some, again, I'm using some of those two colors of yellow ochre and cobalt violet. So there's the milk bottle. Now we'll go back up to the flowers. And just like on the milk bottle, I can use colors that I'm looking at, or I can use something else. Now, when I'm painting in the studio, I like to paint standing up because then I can pace around. And I find when I do that, I look at it from different angles. And it helps me a lot to not fixate on little parts of it. So many times in my class, a person will tell me, I hate that little flower there in my painting. And it's something that I wouldn't have even thought about. And that's where moving around really keeps you from getting too caught up in little details. Some of these have nothing at all to do with my drawing, but it has to do with the painting. And I start making decisions according to what works the best in the painting, not necessarily even what I'm looking at.